Good evening. This is Shankar from Global Intelligence Network, where truth is not comfortable but necessary, where power is questioned, not worshipped. Tonight, not a war story, a reality check. Day 44 of the Iran war. The world waited for sanity, for closure, for peace. Instead, collapse. Talks in Islamabad failed. Donald Trump walked out, Iran walked out, ceasefire broken in spirit. Let's be honest. Expectations were high. Delivery, zero. Now here's the uncomfortable part. Washington says we don't need Gulf oil. Sounds strong, but economics doesn't listen to speeches. Oil jumped from $70 to above $120, now volatile near $100. Fuel in America nearly doubled. Inflation rising, farmers hurting, supply chains strained. So yes, the US is feeling it. And no, America is not immune. Let's break the illusion. About 22% of global oil flows through the Strait of Hormuz. Add Red Sea disruption, you touch nearly one-third of global energy. America produces a lot, but not enough to replace global disruption. That math doesn't lie. So if the strait stays shut, this is not Iran's problem. This is a global economic shock. Now we ask the real question. Who is in control? Is it Washington or Tel Aviv? Benjamin Netanyahu escalates. Washington follows. That perception, whether true or not, is spreading globally. And here's the American view. We don't fight wars for anyone else. That sentiment is growing inside the US. Even during ceasefire, escalation continued. Strikes in Lebanon. Civilian casualties signal sent loud and clear. This is no controlled conflict anymore. This is expansion. And expansion always has a cost. Now let's cut through military bravado. You cannot secure the Strait of Hormuz from the sea alone. Iran controls the coastline. Missiles, drones, anti-ship systems. To neutralize that ground invasion, estimated 200,000 troops, heavy casualties, American public support, single digits. So no, this is not happening easily. Iran says negotiations were a trap. The US says Iran won compromise. Truth, trust is dead. Both sides came prepared, but not to concede. One wanted surrender, the other wanted respect. That gap cannot be bridged overnight. US sends warships. Iran wants, come closer, face consequences. Result? Standoff. No clear dominance, only rising risk. This is deterrence, not victory. Now, a rarely discussed angle. Israel is taking hits, infrastructure damage, population fatigue, reserve mobilization pressures. War is not one-sided, and prolonged conflict drains even strong nations. Now it gets dangerous. Strikes expand, supply routes targeted, Russia indirectly pulled into the equation. If that line is crossed, this is no longer regional. This becomes systemic conflict. Pakistan tried to mediate. Result? Limited credibility, balancing acts, economic dependencies, strategic contradictions. In geopolitics, overreach gets exposed quickly. Let's be very clear, America is not entirely wrong. A nuclear Iran, that's a real concern. But regime change fantasies, dangerous. Iran is not innocent either. Proxy networks, regional destabilization, strategic chokehold tactics. Both sides are playing hard. Both sides are risking too much. And here is the blunt American truth. We don't need another endless war. We've seen Vietnam. We've seen Iraq. We've seen Afghanistan. And we know how that story ends. This war is not about victory anymore. It's about limits. Who crosses them first? And who pays the price? Because when ego drives strategy, history writes tragedy. This is Shankar. Stay sharp. Stay questioning. Because in times like these, neutrality is not silence, it is clarity. Stay sharp, stay questioning. Because in times like these, neutrality is not silence, it is clarity.